How are you guys feeling? In this video, I'm going to share why you should stop chasing clients, success, and money. You need to stop doing these things, okay? I'm going to break down how actually trying to go get and trying to go achieve is actually stopping you from having the very thing that you want. Okay, this is a very metaphysical, almost woo woo concept. I'm a big believer and big fan of understanding the law of attraction, okay, the law of vibration, and knowing how that is going to connect to you getting clients or not getting the clients that you really want. Okay. Now, if you have a goal in business, if you have a goal with your practice, with your coaching, with your therapy, with what you do as a practitioner, with what you do in your life, and honestly, this applies to relationships, this applies to any area where you are trying to achieve a goal, you're trying to get something, honestly, anything you're trying to get, anything that you have in your mind that you want, if you're chasing it, it is actually pushing it further away. It is stopping you. It is putting a block and a barrier from you actually having it. Okay? Now, this is something that may intuitively make sense. It might kind of make sense on the surface. Or maybe this is a totally new concept to you if you're new to the idea of the law of attraction or spiritual psychology or quantum mechanics, any of those things. So, how does this work? How does chasing what you want, in this case clients, how does chasing clients, how does chasing success, how does chasing money stop you from getting it? Most of the self-help advice out there, a lot of the success advice says you need to get off the couch, you need to grind, you need to work hard, you need to achieve. Okay? If this is making sense, just say yes below. I want to know that you've heard that before, that you've heard like you need to work hard, you need to put in the time. Hey, Kavita, yeah. So if this makes sense, if you've heard that before, if you've ever heard anything like that, just say yes. Okay, just comment yes. That yeah, I've heard you have to work hard. You have to write your goals. You have to set SMART goals, specific, measurable, and on, right? If you've heard that, just say yeah. Because the common advice out there is work hard, set a goal, work at it consistently, persistently, find the resources, find the people, go achieve your goal, right? Make it happen. And that's nice. That is good. And honestly, that's better than nothing. That's better than just sitting back and waiting, right? It's better than sitting back and just like expecting, someone should give it to you or it should just be handed to you. That's good because it gets you off the couch, right? It gets you moving, it gets you started. But here's the thing is that is only good when you're starting. It's only good when you're starting to go grind, to go push, to go achieve because it gets you in the motion, it gets you into action. Okay? It makes things easier to create. It makes manifestations easier to happen. So in the case of clients, what's easier to get a client? What is an easier way to get clients? Or a better way? Is it to just sit in your house and not talk to anyone and not go on Facebook and not go on Instagram and not talk about what you do and just like hope, just wait for someone to send you a client? Okay? Or is it better to like just go out and start talking to people? Well, yeah, starting to talk to people, at least you're out there, that's better. But here's the problem is when you have a big vision, when you have a big goal, when you have something, especially if it's a vision and a goal for, let's say, client success, like getting a certain number of clients or a quality of clients or a type of clientele, or build a business and a practice, a coaching practice, a therapeutic practice, building it up to a certain level. If you have a big vision of helping 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or a million people, personally, I want to help 100,000 therapists and coaches build a thriving business so they can help 10,000 of their own clients. That's a big vision. Okay? When you have a big vision, here's the thing is the more you think about it, the more you want it and it's not happening, what can happen is it can create desperation. It can create desperation. If you've ever had that, if you've ever felt that, say yes, or just give me a thumbs up or a heart if you've ever felt that or you thought that. Like you have this big goal, you have this vision, and you've been working toward it, you've been working hard, and something's not clicking. And so it feels like, I need it more, I want it more. If you've ever thought that, give me a thumbs up. I know I have, for sure. I definitely have, especially in the beginning of my business, especially when I first started doing hypnotherapy, taking private clients, doing one-on-one sessions. I really wanted those clients. I really wanted to help a lot of people. I wanted to create financial success. I wanted to create a business. I wanted to create something that was really impacting the world and impacting my clients' lives. But the challenge was the more I thought about it and it wasn't happening, it created this desperation. So if you've ever felt that, what that does is that is pushing an energy out into the world. Emotions are energy, right? Thoughts are creating emotion, and emotion is literally a frequency. It's an actual measurable frequency. Okay, this isn't some metaphysical woo-woo thing that's unproven. It is metaphysical, but it's actually proven. Okay, this is scientific, where you're putting an energy out there of desperation, of needing, of wanting, and the more you want it, the less you seem to have it. Okay, so how you fix this, I'll go into 3 things you can do right away. But first, number 1 is you just got to be aware. You got to be aware this is happening. That if you're desperately trying to seek and chase and accomplish and achieve it, trying to get it, is actually pushing it away, okay? Because here's an example, a metaphor. Let's say you hold out your arm and your friend pulls on you. What is your natural inclination? What is your natural reaction? It's to pull back, okay? Now, if you're chasing clients, you're trying to pull, desperately trying to get it and pull. What does that do to that thing that you're trying to get? It makes it pull back and resist. Okay? On a very literal level, if you're having a conversation, a consultation, an initial call with a potential client, and you're feeling that energy of like, I really want this client, I really need a client, that energy is going to come out in your words, it's going to come out in your voice tone, it's going to come out, even if you do everything perfect, it's going to come out in subtle ways. It's going to come out and actually pull on the client and make them pull back, even if they wanted to work with you in the first place. Same with money, same with success, same with any goal. This applies to relationships and love too. So if you don't have the loving relationship you want, same thing. If you're desperately pulling, you're really thinking, and I'm not saying literally acting desperate, it might be really subtle. It's an energy, it's an emotion, okay? It's a feeling. If you have this feeling of desperation, it's going to come out in 100 or 1,000 different little ways. So, like I said, number 1 is you got to be aware of this desperate energy, this needy energy. You could think of it as desperation. Desperation might be a pretty strong word, but let's just say need. If you feel a need. If you feel need, well, what does that create? It creates neediness. If you have a neediness towards a person, if you're married or in your relationship, how does it feel if someone's needy towards you? How does that feel? It doesn't feel good, does it? If someone is needy towards you, you want to pull back, don't you? You want to not give them the thing that they really need. Even if you love the person, even if you want to give it to them, the energy balance, right? If someone is pulling, the natural energy needs to balance out by you need to pull back energetically, emotionally, physically even, okay? So when it comes to money, success, your goals, if you're being needy, you need to catch yourself. Stop yourself right there. So maybe that's you right now. You know, I'm assuming you joined this group for a reason. If you join this group because you want clients, you want to achieve a successful business, you want to be well paid for your expertise, you want to attract those people that you love and you want in your life and in your business, and be paid for your specialty, for your knowledge and your wisdom, well, I give that. I give tons of strategies to my private clients in our, advanced programs, and I give tons of training and advice right here in this group. But here's the thing is I can give you literally the $1 million recipe, the recipe that's, can equal 100,000, couple 100,000 per year. And it is the recipe that simply works. And I do give you a lot of that stuff right here. But if I give you the recipe and your energy is off, it's not going to work, okay? Because you're doing the action from a different place that is actually repelling it or pushing it away, okay? So back to step 1, you need to catch yourself when you feel needy or feeling desperate or feeling like I gotta make this happen. So if you feel yourself like pushing or pulling, like really trying hard to get it or achieve it, take a deep breath, relax, catch yourself, center yourself. I like to meditate. I like to work out. I like to do all these other things to shift my internal state. And it doesn't happen as often anymore because I've caught myself so many times that now it's just my natural habit to not be needy, to not push or chase or accomplish. Okay. Now here's step 2 is as you've already done step 1, you've caught yourself. Now what do? Okay, catch yourself. Get back to the goal, the final goal that you want. What are you really trying to create here? Is it just to get this one client? No, it's to help a lot of people, to create a thriving practice, to make an impact on the world. Get back in touch with the bigger vision, not the one little step. Getting back in touch with the bigger vision. What are you really trying to do here? What is the ultimate goal? What are you really trying to create? If you need to write it down, write it down. Then, here's step 3. Imagine having that right now. Feel that, see that, be that right now. See it in the moment. Envision it. Envision it in the moment. Okay? If you want my process, by the way, for envisioning this, send me a private message and I can send you a video that's on YouTube that you can use to envision your ideal future and do this very easily, okay? So if you want that, message me. So number 3 is envision your future. Envision this future that you want and be it. See it through your eyes. Pretend like you're in the movie. You're the actor. You're the method actor living through this ideal life. You've achieved your goal. It's already happening. It's happened and it's been going for a while. And think about that. Feel that. And as you feel that, sit in that energy, in that emotion, and get in touch with what emotion would be present. What emotion or emotions, what feelings, what energies would be present in you, in your life, in your body, in your world as you see that? Are you walking through your $1 million home? You walk up to your private office overlooking, this is one of mine, by the way. You know, I see my beautiful home. I'm walk up to my private office overlooking the ocean. I go on my computer and I see all these emails and messages saying, thank you, Jesse, you changed my life. I created this business. I created a successful life because of these teachings. And like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I get all this great feedback that I know that I'm making an impact and I'm helping a lot of people. That's my vision. How good does that feel? To me, it feels like love. It feels like gratitude. It feels like impact. I don't even think about the money at this point. Of course, I'm willing to charge because I've integrated all my money fears and beliefs. So I'm willing to charge. I'm very willing to receive and give. Okay, but that's just a byproduct. I don't even think about the financial pieces or how I achieve there. I just live in it and sit in it and feel it. And here's what's amazing is when you do this, step 3 is just sit and feel the emotions. Just sit in it as long as you can. And maybe at first you could only do it for 30 seconds. Over time, maybe you could stretch it out to a couple minutes. And then ideally is if you could stretch it out to 5, 10, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes, an hour. If you can go through like 30 minutes feeling this amazing feeling, go an hour feeling like this, here's what's so cool. All these amazing opportunities and ideas and creative thoughts and people are going to show up in your life. And it may show up as just like an inspiration. I feel inspired. I feel inspired to reach out to a certain person. I feel inspired to do a certain action. It's going to feel like inspiration, light, fun, exciting, maybe even a little scary, but exciting. You're going to feel inspiration. And what's cool is those inspired ideas are coming from this future vision of yourself. And you're taking it into the now, into the moment right now. And when you have that, you have those inspirations. That is the action that is going to move you toward it. So now you can add the action back in. So I'm not suggesting you just sit on your couch and just manifest success. No, you sit in this future vision, come from that place, non-needy, non-attachment, not trying to achieve, and then let yourself feel inspired. And what feels inspiring to do? Talk to someone, do a certain action. You may feel inspired to take a day off and like do self-care, work out, eat healthy food, go walk in the sun, because that's probably what you need the most to get to your next level. Whatever that inspired action is, reach out to a person, make a new connection, make a video, start a business, complete a business. Here's another thing. You might feel inspired to leave a job. You might feel inspired to fire certain clients. You might feel inspired to let go of things that are no longer serving you. If that's the case, you need to listen to that too. Because now anything that's not aligned with this higher vision of yourself needs to go away. And the things that are aligned with this higher vision of your life need to come in. And it's natural. It's very natural and easy, but you have to listen to it, okay? So it's a muscle you build. So that is it. Those are the 3 steps. Become aware. Number 1, become aware of when you're feeling needy. Stop chasing clients. Become aware of when you're chasing money, success, clients, your goal. Catch yourself. Okay, I'm being needy. Okay, catch yourself. You become aware of it. 2, define that goal. What is that goal? Write it down if you have to. What is that goal? What is that vision? What do I actually want? Not just the action, Not just, oh, I want to go to work and work with a client. Not just, I want to take one client or make, $1,000. What is the bigger vision? What are you really trying to do here? That's number two. Define that bigger goal. And number three is sit in the vision. Imagine you're looking through your own eyes. You're living in that vision, looking through your own eyes, walking through the movie scene, and feel that energy, feel that emotion, and just see what inspirations come up. Okay? So that is it. That is literally the simplest way I could possibly explain this. I spend weeks when I train someone on this, on how to let go of all the crap that's holding people back. Because here's what happens is many times, if you've had 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 years of experience not listening to this stuff and being in the needy, desperate push, achievement, accomplish, whatever, maybe you've done that for so long, it can take real work to let go of all the stuff that stops you from doing this. Okay? Now, if you want more, insight on how to do that for you in your specific situation, like what are the things that might be stopping you? What are the internal barriers and blocks or old patterns that you might not be aware of? They're called blind spots, right? By very definition, a blind spot is something you're not aware of about yourself. If you want me to help you kind of tune in on what those blind spots might be, again, you could comment below if you want, but it might be easier if you just send me a message so you don't have to share publicly. Happy to chat with you, see if I can help. If nothing else, you might get some insight onto where are those blocks, where are those areas, that things that maybe you need to let go of or shift away from, or the new things that you need to bring in. So love you guys, appreciate you. Thanks for taking some time out of your busy day, out of your chaotic world, maybe on social media, to stop and listen and actually pay attention to this and something that is really impactful and can help you and it's helped me. So appreciate you guys. Talk soon. Bye.